Hey guys, what's up? It's Mark again here and welcome back to my channel. On this channel we do a lot of filmmaking tutorials, gear related videos, reviews, and vlogs here and there. So if you are interested, please do consider subscribing. So today we are going to be talking about the 5 things that I wished I knew before I shot my first music video. So just in case you guys don't know, I am a Christian and I am a part of a church here in Hong Kong called Happy News Church, and last month we just released music video called The Blessing, which is basically a video declaring blessings over Hong Kong, just declaring God's blessings over Hong Kong. So I got the privilege to direct and film the said video. So if you haven't watched it yet, I'll post a link over here and you can check it out. So what are the 5 things that I learned from shooting my first video? So the first thing that I have learned is that you must have a separate cinematographer, separate director, separate gaffer, and separate audio guy. So let's talk about those 4 things. The first thing, you cannot be the cinematographer and the director at the same time. If you do those things all by yourself, you are setting yourself up for failure. So if you are planning to shoot your first music video, make sure you have your very own cinematographer, which is the DOP, which is going to focus his time and effort on making the film look good. And the director is focused on making sure that you follow a storyboard. And the third one is you must have a gaffer, which is going to be in charge of lighting. So most of the times you're going to be shooting in daylight scenarios where you don't need light, but once the sun goes down, you're going to be needing lighting. So a gaffer is what's going to make sure that you get the best lighting as possible. And the fourth person that you need in a team like that is an audio guy. I know that it's a music video, but an audio guy there doesn't really need to play a part of producing the audio, but basically just making sure that you have a big enough speaker or amplifier that can play the song so whoever is in the music video can hear it well enough so you guys can lip sync your voice to the song. So that's the first thing. Make sure you have a separate director, cinematographer, gaffer, and audio guy. And the second thing that I've learned is something that I'm still working on is story is king. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a storyboard, because once you arrive on scene on the set and you don't have a concrete storyboard, you are going to be in a world of pain. You're basically setting yourself up for a very big disaster. So I suggest if you're not that type of guy who can storyboard the whole thing, make sure you at least have a shot list. So just set up a shot list, write it down on your phone or on a small notebook. Make sure that you actually know what you're going to shoot on the filming day. So you won't go around and just think of, I want this shot, but I have this idea, but I want to make it concrete, but you never really wrote it down. Storyboard before you go on set. And the third thing that I learned from shooting my first music video is that I should have kept the camera steady rather than having to have it moving all the time, because now there's a trend these days wherein if you are a cinematographer, the camera must always be moving. Like if you are a B-roll artist or you like to make B-roll sequences like those cinematic style videos, most of the time the camera is moving, right? So sometimes as filmmakers we are trapped in this box wherein you think that everything must move. No, trust me on this. You have a higher chance of getting a good shot if you keep the camera steady over than just whipping it all around, doing pans, tilts, just being crazy with it. Gimbals will work, but try to just focus on the story and then put in the movement, not the other way around. Do not move the camera when you don't even know what you're going to shoot. So my tip is keep the camera steady. And the fourth thing that I've learned from shooting my first music video is that stock footage is actually pretty awesome. So I actually thought that I had enough footage, but actually I couldn't be more wrong. I actually did not have enough. So my friends had an account with artgrid.io, I think, or Artlist, I forgot. So this is like a website wherein you can get stock footage, right? I thought I had 100% of the shots that I needed, but actually I only had about 80%. So most of the shots that I needed were B-roll shots of Hong Kong, and I did not have all of those. Although I did have some old clips of me filming different parts of Hong Kong because I like to roam Hong Kong and film random stuff, those were still not enough. So it was kind of amazing to just be able to grab some footage out of ArtGrid, and I can therefore use them in the video without any copyright issues because those were paid for. Why is it blinking? What is this? What the heck is happening? Sorry guys, I had a little bit of a complication with the lighting. I accidentally put the remote here on my elbow and it was grazing it and it kept changing the lighting. So the fifth and last thing that I've learned from shooting my first music video is that it's something that goes in line with number 4, is that you must shoot more footage than you think you need. So I thought that I had enough already, but I wish I shot more. And make sure you get a little bit of variety. Make sure you have a little bit of wide, ultra wide shots, tight shots, medium shots like waist up to the head, or tight shots of maybe just the eyes. I don't know, it's up to you guys. Make sure you show details to show where the subjects are. For example, if you are in a forest, make sure you shoot those leaves, shoot the ground or whatever. Make sure that you get as detailed as possible, because I'd rather have more footage than what I actually need, rather than having to sit down and edit and discover that I don't have enough footage. So yeah, so those were just the 5 things that I've learned from shooting my first music video. I know they are not directly in line with camera settings and whatnot, but actually the more you get into filmmaking, the less you rely on the camera. It's more about the creative aspect of making videos. The camera disappears, all the gear disappears, and all you're left is a story that I wish you have, like I wish I had. And yeah, so those are the 5 things. I hope you guys learned something from this. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this short little video. If you liked this video, please do hit the like button. And if you are not yet a part of this growing community, please do hit the subscribe button. And I would appreciate it if you left a comment as well. So that's it for me. See you guys next time.